Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of Skylanders for Soul Seekers here on the channel. We're going to kick things off with a little bit of scratch right here and now. We've already done 256 combinations, so I'm going to be doing a less emphasis on swappability for this moment and all other moments in the Skylanders Swap Force Soul Seeker series. We still will be using swappers, just not as frequently as we did previously. That being said, hello, hi, I am bored. I hope you don't remain bored for so much longer. And Pinata Enjoy, glad to have you on the stream. I really appreciate the support. Now we have a buttering blade, a locked thingamabob, which is descriptive enough as is, so we're going to stick with it. And we have a cactus hat. Are we going to wear the hat? Sure, why not? But then again, why not wear a night helm either? I mean, scratch. Bit of a night, don't you think? Yeah, I actually am surprised about how fitting this hat turned out to be. But that being said, some of the story mode levels we're going to be grinding out today in night mode include none other than the adventure pack level, Tower of Time. And what up? Welcome to the stream, Slam Dunk. I appreciate you stopping by and hoping you guys will find this here stream a slam dunk in and of itself. So, we have unlocked the story mode level Tower of Time. Ooh! And now we have unnecessary deep stew that, as per the norm, we would love to skip over, but unfortunately I can't push the best button of the game right now to skip over it all.
Are you really thinking of going in there, Flynn?
I sure am bored because I doing math, and I'm sick. Oh dear, you're doing math homework and you're sick. That is not a fine combination indeed. It's not like Swap Force where you can make 256 excellent combinations. The combination of math and homework just isn't one that you have fun with. End of story. Though I enjoyed math homework because I enjoyed all areas of math, but being sick, I don't think anyone could possibly enjoy. So yes, I'd love to skip over this unnecessary deep stew, but that seemed too much to ask for a while there. Anyway, we're not going to keep the Tower of Time on the portal. Instead, we're going to place on the portal the Archean Crossbow, because I believe that this even unlocks some arenas that we'll have to play through at some point. I believe so correctly. Survival and battle arenas have been unlocked. We also get, of course, the crossbow itself, which is really fucking cool. I only got Tower of Time when I had Swap Force. Well, that means you can use Tower of Time in the Swap Force still now. Or when you said when, do you mean you no longer have Swap Force? Because that'd be very unfortunate, because everyone knows Swap Force is such a damn great game. And this I say, as Swap Force is my 5th favourite Skylanders game. So it's, you know, within the bottom 2, and yet I still think it's great. That just goes to show how fine this franchise is. And welcome to the stream, Certified. I really appreciate you stopping by. And it is ironic how you are re-recording your Swap Force slot right now. You're lucky you're a moderator though, because that's a bit self-promotion much, but you know how I kind of let people get away with it on the streams. There's no harm, no foul here, especially since it's ironic, and we love ourselves a fine bit of irony here on the channel. Okay, that thing can pop off the portal now that we beat up those dudes right there. It didn't really do much though, now did it?
So we can't get in. You'll need them if we're going to stop.
Oh, is that right, Mr. Timekeeper? Is that right, is it? Now I'm going to have to try my hardest here to not die, because I would love to triple star this level first time, and luckily for me in Swap Force there aren't any speedrun objectives, so long as I get literally everything else will be good as gold. Speaking of gold, we're getting some now, and healing up Scratch along the way. That's one of her awesome abilities, the soldier ability in fact, that of course we acquired when we seeked out her soul into the Phantasm Forest. I meant that it was the only DLC level I got for Swap Force. Ah, that's what you meant.
You can use valves like these.
Well, if that's what you meant, maybe that's what you should say. Should have said. Because you said when you had Swap Force rather than you know, basically what you said the second time. If you had said it that way for first, no doubt I would have understood it better. My brain is just mashed potatoes right now. In fact, I think mashed potatoes would be smart and have more consistency than the textures within my brain right now. Just replace my brain with mashed potatoes and I'll instantly become a more smart human being.
You need a tech Skylander.
I mean, it's more funny self-promotion than anything, so that's why I'm letting you get away with it there, Mr. Stufied. And welcome to the stream, the Crush of Skylands. Excellent to see you, my friend. Thank you for the support. Exactly. Irony is indeed the greatest thing. And even Star Strikers, welcome to the stream, my friend. I recognise your channel name. It's great to have you here once again as I freeze time. Not that I needed to even freeze time for that, because, like, we need it for platform to be on the other side anyway, because we want one of them toolboxes. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, sweet. Now, when time unfreezes itself, we can get said toolbox, and I want it. Yeah, sweet. Toolbox for the win. There should be a sumo wrestler Skylander. That would be awesome. What an awesome idea. I seriously wish that, we were developers for Skylanders, because if we developed this franchise, boy, would it be even better. Like, we love this franchise as is, we'd love it even more if we were to use our excellent ideas rather than Activision, since our ideas are better. Deal with it. Okay, let's actually press it this time so it shifts over. There we go. Grab, of course, all of these quote-unquote precious metals. Mr. Stuified, that's the first. Well, as they say, that's the first for everything. Exactly, they would have excellent Skylanders if they took up all of our ideas. I mean, let's be honest, like, all of the fan art they received from people creating their own fan Skylanders, Toys and Bob definitely used some of those, like some of the very best ones to create the Skylanders. They just definitely weren't creative and ingenious enough to come up with absolutely every single original design themselves without at least a little bit of help from fan submissions and all that. Opinion on Microsoft owning Activision. I don't hate it. In fact, I prefer Microsoft owning Activision than Activision owning Activision, because Activision was not good owning Activision, but now Microsoft owned Activision, so Activision is better now that it's not owned by itself and it's owned by Microsoft. Man, that was a statement and a half right there. I'm feeling fine. Why would my voice sound differently? Maybe it's because I'm not as loud and as exciting as pub as I usually am, but that has something to do with the fact that I'm streaming like midday on a Thursday evening. No doubt some of my roommates are going to be doing like lectures and university work in general, so I'd rather like to keep them not so distracted by me. You're welcome, roommates. That was well said, like everything I say. I'm very good at saying things and very humble about it too. I hope that Microsoft will put the Skylanders games on Game Pass. That would be awesome. Not sure how they do it without portals. Or, you know, toys. You kind of need to attach that to the console still, using, of course, all of their USB drives. The consoles have plenty at the end of the day. It would be awesome, though. Even given how unlikely it is. Okay, so here we have ourselves a Thingamagingus. There's actually an extra area in the like mainstream console versions, but on the Wii, rather than give you this extra area, they just gave you the hat in the outside area. It was so easy to find. Well, I say hat, and what universe was that legendary treasure a fucking hat, for Pete's sake? That legendary treasure right there in the Wii version, you just got it right here. You didn't even need to enter the building. I suppose because the loading screen was too much for poor weenie console to handle. So let's bring out a little bit of Boom Browser. I dropped a few things, never mind. Yeah, I'm bringing in Boom too, because I believe the air element being stronger is about to pop up at some point. Hello, Peter. Peter, where? Where is this Peter we're speaking of? Don't hit me! It'll be awfully rude there, Lava Rock, if you hit me. Man, that Lava Rock really wants to hit me right now, but I won't let it. It's an evil Lava Rock. Evil, I tell you. Oh, welcome back, Hi on board. Good to see you, my friend. Ow, that was pain. That was more pain. I should probably not get hit now by these evil Lava Rocks that really want to kill me. Watch out for the evil Lava Rock of Doom. 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 Boom! Oh, that almost hit me there. Doom was almost just too much to handle. Too hot to handle, quite literally. We needed Hellfire Ignited to rather Rants. I could not agree more with that statement. Besides, everyone knows that Igniter was far more popular. He made it all the way to Giants and they dropped him in favour for Rupture, and it's like, why? Igniter was an SSA starter pack character. Of course he's a fan favourite. Starter pack characters are always fan favourites. And I'm not just saying that because he's my favourite. He generally is like a massive fan favourite, that Igniter, because, well, he's awesome. He's about the peak awesomeness that any Skylander could possibly hope to attain. There is no getting better than him. You know, that's why he is the peak, the pinnacle. How do you get to that final glowy thingy? Is it up here? Yes, it is. I'm not going to make it in time. Oh, come on. That's me not knowing the map for you. But then again, how frequently does anyone even explore these optional areas in the Tower of Time anyway? Like it's an adventure pack level, most people don't even bother with adventure pack levels, let alone the optional areas within them. Okay, here we go. Plus the fact that it's dark doesn't help me notice the routes whatsoever. Plus I have a chat. When I make mistakes, it's your job to correct me. You should have told me, Ignite, you're going the wrong way, so this is on you. I blame you. This has nothing to do with me. I am not at fault here. That joke, that little laugh right there was me not being serious. I hope you didn't take offence to my terrible joke. I will admit it was terrible. That, like all my other jokes for that matter. Okay, here we are. We want this. Then we want to get out of here. Ouch. Pain. Okay, let's grab that. Or not. Hop down here. And then go digging, son. My dad wants to play chess, so I'll get the W real quick. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't know how easy your dad is to beat at chess, so I don't know whether I believe in that for W, supposedly, or whatnot. Chess is only a fun game when you're winning. That's what you mean by it's a fun game sometimes. For sometimes you're winning, that's when it's fun. Other times, not so much. You're back with crisps. Good for you, stir-fried. Crisps are delicious and also crispy, hence the name. Much better name than chips. Because not all crisps are like chipped potatoes. No, some of them are more crispy and chipped. I mean, I understand for reasoning to calling them chips, but I don't agree with calling them chips because I'm British and I call them crisps, which, like all things British, is the superior thing to call it. Oh yeah, Ignite is a Doomslayer, alright. But no, say chess, I will totally insult your father's capabilities at it, but the only problem here is that I don't actually know how good he is at chess until you told me he's good at chess. Okay, there's no insulting to have here. Good luck with the W then. You're gonna need it if your father's good at chess. And I still don't know how good you are at chess, so I don't know how hyped the game will get. When I play Hess, what's Hess exactly? This Hess you're speaking of, Stir-Fried, whatever it is, I want to play some of it because it sounds like a ton of fun. Also 10 seps, what's a sep? And how can you be 10 times them ahead? You're egocentric and can't spell. Those are two things that do not go together, Stir-Fried, very well at all. Do I like pizza? Of course I like pizza. How can you not like pizza? It's one of the most likable foods on the planet. It's your birthday today. Well, happy freaking birthday, Pikachu Volt. I hope you have a good one. And thank you so much for choosing to stop by my stream on your special day. In Spanish, we just call them papa fritas, which sound translated fried potatoes. Fair enough. That's closer to crisps than chips. You meant chess and steps. Well, if that's what you meant, why didn't you type those in the first place? Why, instead of typing chess and steps, you put Hess and Seps? If you wanted me to read them as chess and steps, then you should have wrote them that way in the first place. Do I like Cheerios? Again, one of the most likable foods of the planet, so how could I not like it? At the end of the day, I'm a very open, like, food taster. I will happily eat most things. If it's something I haven't tried before, 100% of the time, I will try it. I love trying new foods. I don't care how they smell, I don't care how they look, I care about how they taste, so if I try it, the worst thing that's going to happen is that I don't like it, then I know not to eat it anymore. You know, otherwise I'm always trying new foods, and I like most foods. The only foods I pretty much don't like are olives, parsnips, licorice. You know, they're pretty much, for a few examples, few and far between of foods that I do not like. I'm many things, a fussy eater is not one of them. Okay, these fools have got to die. That's going to be made even easier when I can freeze up all of the time. It's hard when my setup is in capture card mode, so fucking hard to type. Fair enough. You ever try taco de lengua? I mean, if it's cow tongue, then no, I can't say I've tried it, but I would happily try it.
Skylanders of the air.
You know, if it was presented before me, I wouldn't say, ew, that looks disgusting, I'm not trying that. I would try it, see if I like it. If I liked it, hey, new food for me to eat all the time. If I don't like it, then I just finish what I'm eating currently, because spitting stuff out is disgusting. But then I just don't bother eating any more of it. That and I'm stupid, haha, funny pun. More like punified. Though that in itself is an awful pun, which is great, because it's just like all of your awful puns, it really blends in well with the branding. You see, that was an example of one of Punified's excellent puns. Punified in and of itself, and just how terrible it is. How dare you unfreeze, it's the time that I froze. It was so much effort for me to do that, I had to push the R2 button and everything. I say button, it's a fucking trigger. Okay, you guys are going down. Yeah, baby. Oh, watch out. Ow. Pain. Pain! Lots of it. I can't die. Oh, luckily for me, I have food. That's going to make that a hell of a lot easier to not do that. Oh, I forgot I could create little mini dudes if I just press the circle once. Yeah, get him, mini dudes. Get him. Oh, those mini dudes for the win right there. Love the mini dudes. Welcome to the stream, Mike Annoyed. I really appreciate you stopping on by, my friend. It's great to see you as always. Crystal Azul as well. So many familiar, I would say faces, but all I see is the names, not the faces. Regardless of all that, it's great all the same to see you all, and I fully appreciate support. Playing the best game of all time. I mean, there is many things wrong with that statement. Like the fact that this is not the best Skylanders game, let alone the best game of all time. Everyone knows that the best Skylanders game is Skylanders Trap Team. And those who disagree with me, and by extension my opinion, are wrong, because that's how opinions work. Okay, let's bring out a little bit of Hoot Ranger. Just because Hoot is a really solid top half, and it turns out my free top half is not fully upgraded. Yeah. I think Hoot is definitely the wiser choice here. I mean, then again, I could have also gone with Spy. Spy would have been a wise choice, but never mind. Oh, I can super spin now. I'm not doing for swap zones anymore. Thank God for that. Oh no, Aiden, you're not late at all. Everyone else is early. That's how time works. It's relative. And I know it's a good joke because they used the joke in one of the most perfect movies ever made, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Easy top 10 film for me. That film is so good. I love it. If I were to take a film to Desert Island, like that would be one of my top choices just because it's so rewatchable. I can watch it infinite number of times and never get bored. It's just so entertaining and fresh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like Skylanders Trap Team actually. Both are peaks in their fields. Trap Team is peak in gaming and Spider-Verse is peak in animation. It probably is my second favourite animated film of all time, right behind How to Train Your Dragon 2. Because it's How to Train Your Dragon 2, there's no beating it. End of story, that's how it works. And maybe Toy Story 3 as well. That's my favourite Pixar movie. because it's Toy Story 3, need I say any more? Hello Sky Ninja, welcome to the stream my friend, I really appreciate it. And Power Skylanders' opinions are indeed always correct, because they're the same as mine. And when your opinions are the same as mine, they are indeed correct. As always, that's how opinions work. I am with Mike Annoyed Trap Team, it's not the best. Pinata Enjoyer, I am beyond disappointed and now my day is ruined. I hope you're happy just going around ruining everybody's day by just lowering the mood by claiming such false information like Trap Team not being the best game ever made. That is so unbelievably false, again, because that's how opinions work. Hear me out, best Skylanders game is Skylanders Paint. Yeah, no. No, I'd even take a Swap Force in that argument over Skylanders Paint. Okay, I want this treasure chest, thank you very much. Oh yeah, Trap Team is indeed the bestest. We love Trap Team. I love how much Slam Dunk loves Trap Team. But yeah, we got even more stars for completing objectives. We're actually really close to completing all objectives. Objectives wise, what we need to do is find more collectibles. And obviously, you know, beat all of the main story levels on Nightmare Mode. But after we've done all that, we'll have pretty much all of the accolades. What I'm going to do here is that because I don't have every single star, that you practically need every single one to get the Portal Master, like, collection accolades in this game. And of course I need to get 100% of those in order for 100% completion in order to be successful in the series. So naturally, that is going to mean that I'm going to take ownership of every single Skylander off camera, and we'll do a bonus episode around March time with all of those accolades having been completed, and that's when me and Luke will go through all of the duel arenas, because I can't do them without a second player, unfortunately. Ah, Scarlet Scavenger is legendary. Why would you not wish he was here? Okay, we want that queue. Thank you very much, her game. Oh yeah. Okay, there's a house here, so let's not forget the collectibles that lie inside, otherwise we'll be not very effective at getting all of the objectives we need now, would we? Anyway, turns out that's a giant chest and they don't count towards the objectives, so this was a waste. But there is a second door here, which leads us outside to a toolbox. Now that we needed. You know what, we don't even need to kill these guys, so I'm not going to kill those guys. So long as we get enemy gold, which we should without them. You watch, we're going to get to the end and we're going to miss out on enemy gold by 2. That would be depressing. Okay, let's be pushing this thing. Oh yeah. Everyone's least favourite Skylander is Blastermind. Purely because that's my least favourite Skylander, and as always my opinion is right and yours is wrong if it's not the same as mine. Hello Bubble Blaster, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping on by, my friend. You always lighten the mood with your wholesomeness. Okay, I definitely pressed the R2 trigger, but in accordance to the game I didn't, so I suppose whatever the game says goes. And yes, my day is going fine, well, yeah, it's going fine. So far, I should say. Normally, my main stream of revenue is to deliver with Uber Eats, and today I'm getting more orders than usual, so I'm making more money, and that's very positive for me. Anyway, I should probably stop failing platforming right now. Failing platforming is not much fun. Definitely not as much fun as earning more money from Uber Eats. Actually being busy for once. Like the last few days I've had a hard time with it because I've been getting barely any orders whatsoever, which means barely any revenue. But yeah, that has all changed. Have I played Igknightthefire Trilogy? Unfortunately, like, I own it on Switch. I've never really gotten around to playing all 3 games. I've played the first Spyro a good bit, but I just kind of find myself losing interest. Those games aren't as fast-paced and they don't keep me as hooked as the Crash Bandicoot do. Like, the Crash Bandicoot Trilogy is much better. Not to say I don't like those games. Like, from what I've played of Spyro the Dragon, it's been a ton of fun. I should really go back to those games because I have been meaning to play them, but unfortunately, Say if they held my hindress more, I probably would beat them by now, but they haven't. They failed, so yeah. Just gonna stick with that. So yeah. You need 24 things to 100% trap team. Yeah, you need a trap of every element and a trap master of every element. So what you mean to say is that what you actually need is 30 things. Wait, no, is it 30 things? So 10 trap masters, that's 10. 10 traps, that's another 10. And then you need the 4 adventure packs, so that's 24. You're absolutely right, you need 24 things to beat to 100% trap team. That's just my bad math. I don't know where I got 30 from. Ignore me, folks, I'm wrong, just to make a change. Yeah, we really need to upgrade this Ranger bottom half. As soon as I find a power pod, I'll do so, because Hoot Ranger is looking a bit rich right now. We love to see it, baby. Newer cookies are better. I mean, they're still just cookies. There's a rumour that Microsoft might bring back Guitar Hero and Skylanders, but it's just a rumour. Exactly, it's just a rumour, so take it with a grain of salt. And even if they were to start development on a new Skylanders game now, that still means that at the earliest it can release is 2024. So Skylanders is still a while off yet. And even then, I wouldn't want a Skylanders game to be made in 2 years. 2 years development is a huge rush. I'd rather them take their time and spend, you know, maybe 3 or 4 years to develop it. Just really put all of their hearts and souls into it to make it the best Skylanders game we could get. If we are getting a Skylanders 7 after this many years, I want it to be the best one. I don't want just a half-assed, mediocre Skylanders game. And I especially don't want one worse than Imaginators. We've already had Imaginators as for worse, so let's not dip down lower than that, especially after how long it's been. I'm realising that I'm doing all of this, but we still need to come back here for more stuff. No, I'm wrong, that's later in the level, never mind. Oh, that's unfortunate, Aiden. I hope you get better soon. So I don't think you should really be eating cookies or talk about cookies if you're sick. Well, you can talk about cookies, but so long as you talk about them and not eating them, because cookies, lots of sugar. Sugar does not help with sickness. I say that even though sugar is in a lot of medicines, but even then, it's not the sugar that heals you. The reason why they put sugar and sweetness in medicine is so that children will actually consume them. If they didn't put those sweetness and those sugar and medicines, they'd be incredibly bitter, and kids just simply wouldn't have them. So instead they put in the sweetness so they taste nice enough so children aren't afraid in having them. But it says it's not the sugar, it's not the sweetness that heal you, it's everything else, all the other drugs and the medicine. It's kind of surreal hearing Ignite cuss. I do that a lot. In the words of the mighty tough work, deal with it. Am I dumb? Which I am, but did a Spyro game come out on the N64? I'd imagine not, given that he started off as a PlayStation icon, and the first PlayStation was a competitor to the Nintendo 64. So why the hell Spyro would find himself on the N64, I don't know. He was on for GBA. Him and Crash Bandicoot had like Crash Bandicoot Purple and Spyro Orange, and they were like GBA minigame collections, I believe. They weren't any good, but they did exist. Okay, let's pop that into the door. I really want to see my neighbour's best friend Brayden. I mean, someday you'll see him, no doubt, given that it's a neighbour, and neighbours are very easy to poke your noses in their business, given that they literally live right next to you. No matter how sweet the medicine is, it's still sour to me. Huh, that's odd. Here in the UK, you know, medicines are incredibly sweet. Like, the best part of getting sick for me was always being able to have the medicine because it was so tasty. But obviously you can't have medicine when you're not sick, because that's how you get sick. Okay, here we go, this guy, this fool, he's going down, oh yeah. And he's going down some more, oh yeah, watch out for the shockwave that's coming, yeah, we watched out for it, alright. Okay, there we go. Let's get him some more. We love to see it, baby. Yeah, take this to the face, sucker, and you know it. Oh, he's out of here. Sweet, we love to see it. Timer, just work and stop, please. I'm begging you here. We need to take these fools out before I die, because that would be inconvenient. Okay, here we go, slowly but surely finishing these fools off. Fuel here is slowly, but most certainly surely. Like if they're taking damage, we are pulling them off all the same. That is how taking damage works. Have you considered making a Discord server? No, because I never use Discord. What would be the point in having a Discord server if I never checked it? I mean, granted, that's what you have moderators for. But even my YouTube moderators barely show up in the YouTube chats to moderate the chat. That's why I'd make them moderators in the first place. So if I can't rely on them for YouTube chats, so who can say I can rely on them for Discord? Now, if you guys are really interested in my social media presence, you want to check out my Instagram page. It's Igknightthefire, of course, no spaces, 2018, because that's when I made the page. Do I have to reduce oil health here? No, I do not. What if someone makes a Ignite fan server? I mean, they can do whatever they want, just don't expect me to be active on it. Of course you can ask a question, Aiden, that's the point of streaming, to have the interactivity between me and you. Do you like Taco Bell burritos? Never tried Taco Bell, mostly because I've heard nothing but bad things. And they're incredibly expensive, so I'm not going to experiment with something that doesn't have good reviews when it's overpriced. Like, I would experiment if it wasn't going to break the bank. The problem here is that it would, so I don't do that. I haven't tried Elden Ring. Unfortunately, I'm too poor to afford it. It's the same reason why I'm not getting Kirby, because I simply can't afford it at the moment. I might get Elden Ring in the future when the price drops, we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, it's just not piqued my interest enough for me to warrant getting it, whilst my lack of funds are available to me. Taco Bell, it's decent. You see what I mean? Decent isn't good enough for me. Why would I have decent when I can have something so much better for less money? If you haven't had Taco Bell, consider yourself lucky. Exactly! You know, if you're going to say stuff like that, that's not going to make me want to try Taco Bell, no, is it? And hello, Gent2. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping on by, I do. It's great to see you, my friend, as we tackle for life and water zone. Zam in lead. Okay, these guys have got to go. I've got to not die. Easy said and done when I'm getting hit like this. Oh, we can bounce up that? I thought that was locked behind having to defeat all the enemies here. Yeah, sweet, we got him. I punch you! And I punch you! Ha 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 ha! It's funny how it took me 14 episodes to get to the Tower time, but here we are at long last. Taco Bell may be okay at first, but the aftermath is the problem. Fair enough. Okay, here we are, let's be mashing that square button. Oh yeah! Mashing it like mashed potatoes, like my brain, because my brain is basically the same consistency as mashed potatoes right now. Oh dear! Yeah, that does not make Taco Bell sound like a delightful experience. Taco smell! I would love to agree with all these insults, but like I say, I've never tried it, so I can't tell you how bad it is, but from how bad I've heard it is, I believe you. I believe how bad it is. I believe the reviews, shall we say. Finmuz is for name. It is for man who named my swarm Frack. Oh, I see. Yeah, all of this fracking frick names your name up with frickin' swarm with frack. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. McDonald's is superior, and even then, McDonald's I have like once a month at best. I don't have McDonald's all too often. You know, never have I ever turned around and said, oh, I'm dying for McDonald's. I just have a McDonald's if it's right there and I have nothing better to do for lunch. Like, if I have something better I can have for lunch, I will have that something better. The chips are the best part of Taco Bell. Fair enough. And by chips, do you mean for UK chips? Or do you mean, fries, as Americans call them? What's funny though is that here in the UK, we have chips and we have fries. It just depends on how thick the potato chunks are that you use to make them. Like, chips are more chunky potatoes, whereas our fries are more thin and crispy like. You know, it's why at McDonald's we'll still have fries rather than chips, but KFC you'll go there and you have chips because the potato chunks are thicker, and you get a side of chips at KFC. You're British, right? Well, no wonder why you called your sword Frick. That's such a British name for him. I love it. The only thing more British than that is pretty much Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, or Cheese. Just nickname your sword Cheese, and then you're instantly 100% British. A lot of people are mean to me. Well, that's just because a lot of people don't know you for full you, and they're really missing out on being your friend. You know, that's their loss, so don't let that get you down there, Aiden. You know, if anything, they should feel bad for not being friendly with you. Like I say, everyone's missing out. Not worth your time of day if they don't like it for who you are, is what I say. I want KFC at the moment. I'm sorry I brought this lusting upon you. I mean, I'm an Uber delivery driver, so I wind up delivering KFC from time to time. And every single time I deliver it, it puts me out of the mood for eating it. Like, if I deliver something and I have to smell the food before delivering it, it just makes me not want to eat the very food I'm delivering. I deliver McDonald's, I won't have McDonald's for a week afterwards. Okay, watch out for all that. Sweet. Yeah, it wasn't a bad job, was it? Ow, pain, this is fine. I mean, it wouldn't be fine if we were doing the swap zone where we can't take damage, but we're not doing the swap zone, are we? So that's why this is fine. I am back with a what chest? A what chest? A what chest? Not chest, chest. Chest and chest are two completely different things. I mean, you know, there's a chest as in a little lockbox, sometimes with treasure in it, and then there's also, of course, the human torso known as chest. And then chest is all of that without the T involved, and it's a game about as old as time itself, you know, it is several millenniums old, thousands of years old, that chest. Salt, vinegar, Here's the thing, they're nice together, not by themselves. Vinegar by itself is vulgar, it's disgusting. Salt by itself, same ordeal. You combine the two things, however, especially when they're flavoured crisps, so you're onto something there. I'm on diet, so I need to not eat anything from restaurants for a while. Well, hopefully that diet will help out your health. You know, I'm sure in the end you'll come out feeling amazing and have a greater appreciation for the food that your diet limits you to. Like, lots of people who go on diets wind up continuing with the food that they had throughout the diet because they fell in love with it. I mean, like I say, I love all food and I have a great balanced diet in my life, so I wouldn't ever need to diet, or at least I wouldn't need to diet anytime soon. You know, when I do have fast food, next day we'll have something healthy instead. How am I? I am great, thanks for asking. How are you, Shiny Steelix, my friend? Then we're going to grab this last treasure chest of the level, and then I think what we have to do is actually beat the level and grab a toolbox along the way, and we should, my friends, be at that triple star gloriousness. Oh, you won its chest. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, nice. You said your dad was good, which makes you even better than good. Am I part of your diet? Obviously, Myconoid. You're the best part of any good balanced diet. If you're not in someone's diet, then that diet is really lackluster and they're very much missing out. Okay, let's pop on down. Grab us the key. Okay, then what we want is boom. And boom. And let's jump on over, yeah. Okay, grab that last toolbox. And then what we need to do is obviously get out of here. Which I meant to jump off, that was all part of the plan. My epic plan. Welcome back, Pikachu Vault. I really appreciate you stopping on by. As always, happy frickin' birthday to you once more. Oh no, that's rough. I missed the jump. Okay, I have a plan, and this time my plan is not to fail the jump.
Move it on.
Well, enjoy having some time with your Mr. Fatherman there, Gentoo. Imagine Eon's Elite Ignite. Oh, Eon's Elite Ignite would be so much absolute raw awesomeness. I'd love it. I'd love it. Okay, this guy stops to go. Ah, that's more like it. This guy too. Luckily, that's what we got our super duper punch for. Punch power. We even charged it up and we got acorn power. So he didn't really see the acorn that time. But trust me, it was there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Like oxygen, you can't see that, and yet we have to believe in it because, you know. Well, you don't have to believe oxygen is there, but trust me, it is. Otherwise, human beings could not live, as we wouldn't be able to respire. And respiring is basically breathing. You know, our bodies would tire out and just everything would die. All of our internal organs would just go poof all at once without oxygen helping to breathe and circulate blood. In other words, the human body is a really fascinating and fucking awesome thing. Yeah, that's why biology is so interesting. Yeah, they could make Doomslayer into a Skylander, absolutely right. That is how the rights work. Whether we'll see that or not is yet to be seen. I mean, Microsoft could do like an all-stars battle royale with Skylanders in it. How nuts would that be? Just seeing Gilgrunt fighting against, you know, all these Bethesda type characters and all these Microsoft characters. Just Master Chief and Gilgrunt. Ultimate tag team. Faster, Stink Buckler, faster. There we go, eh? Yeah, that worked out. That was a bit of time save. On a speedrun, I'd save, you know, a few seconds right now. Exactly. Igniter is Doomslayer. Oh, falling off. I was reading the comments, and now that means I've got to circulate the whole thing all over again. So that time I saved doing my awesome speedrunning skill has now been lost. Rather unfortunate that. Okay, let's be opening up the gate and continuing on. Man, this level's long. But then again, you do have to pay to get access to this level, so I suppose it being long is a great reward for that. Never played a Bioshock game, so therefore can't really give my opinion on it. Giving my opinion on a game I've never played would be unfair. I've heard good things though. You know, very much beloved franchise, that one. And up we pop. Hey, how dare you hit me? That's awfully rude, old chap. Luckily, that's what we got the food for. Ow, he's hitting me again. That's rough. I don't like it when they hit me. Hoping we can just knock that guy off. Unfortunately, knocking that guy off is easier said than done. But that's what we got our ninja styles for. Oh yeah. I celebrate my birthday in 2 days with my friends. Sorry if I misspell with. Did you misspell it? I don't think you did. All you did and I too am also terrible at spelling. My grade is mashed potatoes today, so would you really surprise me if I managed to misspell with? I mean, I understand you plenty, and I hope you have a good time with your friends. The worst card was not Wrecking Ball even, it's Blastermind. I forgot Blastermind existed. He's just so forgettable, and I hate him so much that I like to, you know, remove him from my brain. Pretend that Wrecking Ball is actually the worst Skylander, because that means that if Wrecking Ball is the worst Skylander, Blastermind never existed in the first place. Now that, my friends, is the universe I wish I lived in. I wish I lived in the universe where Blastermind didn't exist, because that universe is just infinitely better than this one. I bet in that universe COVID wasn't even a thing. It would be really tough making a horror game, actually, because horror is subjective. So making something that would scare all audiences is basically impossible. Like, different people are scared by different things that all comes from someone's past. Like, someone would be scared more by, say, a child abuser if they came from an abusive household than what they would a serial murderer, maybe. Just not necessarily the best example of that, but an example all the same. And also, I hope that that doesn't apply to any of you, because that would be rough. And if you do need help, seek out for professional help that you need, please. For the love of God, do that.
You got the final gear. Well done.
Exactly, speedrun ruined. Just restart the level. 45 minutes into it. Why the fuck not? Milk is pretty good. Milk is solid. Yeah, we got the gear into the door. Yeah, that's the plan there, Timekeeper. That's the plan, alright.
Skylanders of the magic
Okay, magic element. Let's bring out a little bit of Spy Shadow. Oh yeah. Purely because, well, top off the Spy here. Come on, you can't go wrong. Blastermind caused COVID? Question mark. That would be what I'm implying. Yes. RIP Blastermind 2016 to 2020. Oh, I wish he was dead. If he was dead, we'd live in a much far superior universe. And why 2016? Trap Team is a 2014 game, even though he came out in for one of the final waves, so I don't believe he actually released until 2015. But still, 2016, where did this come from? I should probably not get hit. That would probably be a good plan of mine, no doubt about it. Hey! And then I get hit anyway. It's so rude, these guys. Okay, thank God we healed. I needed that. As Ratchet would say from Transformers Prime, I needed that! Ooh, yes, they're both on the brink of death, that's what we're looking to see. And now we can try to get back to the time stopper thingamabob, but unfortunately that clock gear golem is saying that I'm asking too much. Victor Walker keeps liking my activities and it's blurring out the top left hand corner of the screen, so that's really annoying for you guys. Victor, stop it. I don't like it when you like me. Stop liking me. You're not allowed to like me, and liking it is forbidden. Victor, stop it. Stop it, Victor, stop. Oh my, let's be shooting this guy then. Star Strike, I'll buy the lot. Well, if Star Strike's involved, then that makes it an instant win, because she's broken and raw awesomeness incarnate. Okay, let's pop up these stairs. Do you want to know how I got these stairs?
Surprise! The trolls have upgraded my...
Wow, I can't believe Luke Smith has gone live at the same time as me. What a traitor. Stealing my time slot like that and not even bothering to invite me to the party so we can speak together whilst we both stream in our channel simultaneously. Just what a jerk, that Luke Smith. You should all go boycott his channel. Oh, by that I mean go subscribe so you can check out his future streams when he's streaming. Epic channel that. It's especially epic for videos that I'm involved in. Okay, here we go, let's spend some more. Oh yeah. Oh boy, for freaking time swell pumps have shown up, and I hate the time swell pumps. I hate them so much. Luckily, that's going to be my main source of healing throughout this boss fight, and we need some healing. Oh, here comes another one. Okay, watch out for that. Freeze time again. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Luckily, this is what happens when you have a good combination. Remember when I went for this boss fight and lost like 6 characters? Oh boy, that's probably still going to happen now that I've jinxed it. Why did I say that? Why would I say that? I struggled to see the shockwave for a moment there. And there. Okay, thank God one of them was on low health. Now they're both on low health. Yes! Food! Thank you, game! You are a lifesaver. Okay, let's shoot from back here. It's not quite as effective as holding the button, so whoopsie. Ouch! Yes, I did in fact jinx myself. It was very stupid. Get him, 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 get him. Oh no, more spell pumps. That's the last thing we need. Oh, watch out for just everything. Everything, just don't get hit by any of it and we'll be fine. Thank God these shockwaves fade away after a while. Oh boy, big laser! I have to be verified. If you're not verified in YouTube, you can't upload videos past 30 minutes. And most of my videos are... Well, it's not even 30 minutes, it's 15 minutes, and most of my videos are well past that length. You also can't get monetized without verification, and did you or did you not see an ad before watching the stream? You did, therefore it's monetized, and I really appreciate the support that way. You guys are literally paying my bills for me. Wait, I can kill him with a strike? I didn't know you could do that for boss fights, that's awesome! Wow. I have a mathematic test next week. Well, best of luck with that test there, my friend. Best of lucks indeed. Yeah, Luke, what a cheat. He also said that this is the time he'd be spending on his proposal for uni, and he's streaming during it. Oh, what a naughty lad. He's not sticking to his...
Like the Skylanders did it. Boom! Double boom!
Pardon me, while I'm sure we would all love for this to go on forever, it's necessary for both of you to return to your own time period.
Okay, but you mean like, together?
Can I not skip this? No, I can't. It's an skippable cutscene. Thank God, because that gives me enough time to comment on Luke's stream.
Kinda makes sense. I guess the universe can only take so much awesomeness at once. Before we do this, there's just one thing I want you to know. Wait! Don't say it! I already know! You're the best too, Captain. Into the wild blue.
For game lags? I don't know, I was too busy not watching the video game because I was typing on Luke's live stream about how much of a traitor he is. Raid Luke's stream? Actually, yes. We should do that when the stream is over. He should still be streaming for the next hour, at least you'd hope so. Here we come with the whole, you know, Portal Master rank up sequence type thing that we just love to see it. Portal Master rank up, Portal Master rank up, Portal Master rank up, Portal Master rank up, Portal Master rank up. It just, there's no stopping. It's practically infinite at this point. Oh, Stuified is already over there, and I didn't even know Luke made Stuified a mod, but not that he doesn't deserve it.
Welcome back to what
Okay, fine, you could stop this stream and raid him. You know, you can raid him whenever. You can raid him now, you can raid him later. As long as we raid him at some point or another. I remember when you go there to raid him, type in the comment section, Ignite Raid. Oh man, that's a shame. Anyway, we have more levels to go to actually, so I don't know where I was trying to go in Woodborough, when all where I want to go to is somewhere around here. So, Cascade Glade hasn't been beaten on Nightmare. Neither is Rumble, Jungle Rumble even, that's not been beaten on Nightmare yet. We'll get around to it, but for now we're going to go to Iron Jaw Gulch because this is a very short level, so it should be said and done with pretty quickly. I do want to check the objectives quickly though. I have no idea like what I have and haven't done. I should have done... Wait, no, I wouldn't have done for Rocket Zone yet, because for Boom Jet and Blast Zone soul gems to seek out their souls came after this level, so I wouldn't have done the Rocket Zone, would have done the Teleport Zone. I think, did I have a loop unlocked? Maybe. This is just too much for me to question all at once. So, objectives, how are we looking? 1 legendary treasure and 1 winged sapphire, and then we have everything else pretty much. So one of them is definitely for Rocket Zone.
Pirate powder keg.
And if we have a legendary treasure, that means we've done for Tech Elementary Day. We've done for Air and Tech 1 as well, because we had the like free ranger of Magnet Charge at long time. Or we get to remain as Spy Shadow actually, because Magic Elemental is stronger here, and this is 1/2 magic at least. So we get to a Magic Elemental buff. Obviously we have Wind-Up's Soul Gem already, so we don't need to go seek that out second time. I wish there was a Leprechaun and a Ninja. Why, that's a bit random. Not that there's much wrong with a Leprechaun and a Ninja. Those are 2 awesome beings indeed. Leprechaun versus Ninja, now that's even better, my friend. So we're going to kill this guy and then we're going to move on, because we don't need to kill the Trompies, we already have the enemy goal.
Rising to the top.
Oh, I think it's for Dig Zone in this level we also haven't done yet, because whilst you do get Gorilla Driller's Soul Gem in this level to seek it out, you don't get it, you don't get it until after the Dig Zone has become inaccessible, and you don't get Rubble Rouse until a later level either, so it'll be the Dig Zone as the other objective which we're yet to tick off. The more you know! Right, Vault. You did mention that in a previous stream, it's just I have so many nicknames and shortened names to have to keep on my mind that sometimes I forget, so my apologies for that, but Vault you shall be called. Reminds me of a similar name, Jolt, which is the name of the Transformers character from Michael Bay films, which normally we tend to shy away from because they're absolutely horrendous train wrecks. But I'll make for one exception this time around. Mainly because Jolt had one of the cooler designs for Bayformers films, but for some reason they didn't use him past Revenge of the Fallen. Then again, Revenge of the Fallen is like the sequel that we all love to forget about because it sucked. Of all the Transformers movies, it was easily the worst one. Either that or Age of Extinction, which at least Revenge of the Fallen, how bad it is, at least it's shorter than the Age of Extinction, so it's over and it's said and done with much more quickly. Okay, I need to swing things from side to side. I'm just trying to check things on my YouTube chat, which means I have to open up a new tab on my laptop over here. Ooh, 10 maximum health, don't mind if you do.
Only a giant can open this chest.
No chat is safe from Pablo. Not for Pablo. Anything but for Pablo. Anyway, here we go. More trap zone for fine win. Oh yeah. Okay, up we jump. Oh yeah. Okay, let's grab that lever. Sweet, and then we can pop outside. How many levels will you play? I'll play up until the 2-hour mark, because I have been doing 4 streams recently. And I can't quite do 3 hours today. As soon as I load the stream, I'm going to go back out delivering so I can earn some money with Uber. I desperately need it in order to pay off some bills I have popping up. I'm excited for the new Borderlands game. Again, Borderlands is a series that I've never had prior interest in, so I'm not going to have sudden interest in the new ones coming out. To be honest, most of the things I'm looking forward to have already been and gone. I'm looking forward to Splatoon 3, I'm looking forward to the new Mario Strikers game on Switch, that's going to be fun. I love the Wii one, Mario Strikers Charge Football, that game is a blast. It's so much fun, once of course I finish with all of my stuffing right now. Yeah, so looking forward to those ones. But outside of that, there isn't really much I'm anticipating. Oh yeah, and God of War Ragnarok as well. How can I not be anticipating that game? I mean, for God of War 2018 was one of the best games ever made. So hype for the sequel is understandably very high at the moment, especially from yours truly. I'm trying to stay awake. Well, if you're failing to stay awake, try harder. Got him. Okay, let's hop into the cannon. I was about to say cannon then. That just leaves me to ponder the question: what the fuck is a cannon? Okay, in here we pop. Try coffee. Coffee is always a very good stimulant. Anyway, let's be a bouncing. A bouncy, alright. The dig zone will be here in due time, so I think for that, one combination we could go with is Blast Driller. Especially since we can create the firewall, and then for bananas from the turrets of the bottom half of Driller will be set on fire by the ability. It's so cool. Okay, let's grab the tacos, not get hit. That was a bit of a close one right there. Okay, we have some chompies to wipe off the face of the planet. Or floating island, I should say, because that's what Skylanders is an infinite sea of floating islands in the sky. You know, Skylands and everything, it is part of the name. That sky up there. And now we pop around for that very combination I was alluding to earlier, a good old bit of, once I can actually find the last top half, that is the last driller. A camo cannon? Yeah, I suppose that's what a cannon is. Okay, here we go. After this we should get triple stars as well as a nightmare completion of Iron Jaw Gulch. Oh yes. Watch out for that. Sweet, we watched out for it, alright. Oh, look at all this treasure, it's so glorious. Okay, watch out for that, which we did, sweet. Okay, do we get back there from the tracks? We do indeed. Okay, do we get back there from the tracks again? Yeah, once you make the jump, and watch out for the train cart. A Mogus crocodile? Why the heck not? I mean, it's a Mogus and a crocodile. The combination is practically perfect, a bit like the combination we're playing with currently. This good old Blast Driller at hand. Okay, let's be jousting my stick back and forth as we unlock ourselves yet another winged sapphire. I don't mind if we do. I love the discounts, though unfortunately they aren't going to be put to much use because we've practically bought everything from the shop already. So yeah, let me just double check objectives. We should have triple stars. Yes, we do. We just need to complete the level and then that third star will fill in. Awesome. Take my... Oh, that is a sentence I never thought I'd say, but here it is. Hiya! It isn't one of the characters introduced in this game, and those are the only characters I can use as... And, soul gems, aka souls for those characters, aren't available in this game. Okay, this fool, he is going down, he is going down, oh yeah. What, the stream, is it lagging? I do hope not. I hope not indeed. I mean, it seems fine on my end, so it might just be for you. Or, well, I thought you misspelled lagging there, but lacking, do you mean something else is lacking in terms of, you know, not reaching potential? I hope you don't mean the stream in that case, because I'm trying my hardest, my darndest to be entertaining here. Even bring out the accents and all sorts. Now this is true desperation right now. You're staring into the face of a desperate entertainer right now, a desperate man, so to say. Well, not literally staring into my face. You have Aloy's face instead, which is a far superior face. So could you blame me for using her? I mean, it's a good face.
That's two. Just one more airship to go.
Skylanders of the undead.
Okay, so we have undead next. Let us bring about a little bit of night shift. Oh yeah. So much about me using cores more often. I would love to use an undead core even, but unfortunately when me and Luke did a co-op stream, he kind of killed them all. Brutally, that is. So yeah, because in Soul Seeker series, when a Skylander is defeated in battle, their class then cannot be used again. So that's exactly the situation for the undead cores, unfortunately. I'm currently playing it on the PlayStation 4, my friend. For dominant port for this game, besides maybe the Xbox One. I'm not sure which one has the faster loading screens. You know, otherwise they are basically, when Skylanders came out, they were the current gen console of the time. Of course, nowadays it's the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, but those were after Skylanders time. You're 14 now, that's awesome, man. But enjoy being 14 while it lasts, because soon enough you grow old, and life is all about debt and bills, and that part of life is nowhere near as fun as just mindless, small-scale problems that you have in high school and all that. Oh yeah, high school in the UK is basically the same as middle school. I understand that high school is college for Americans, and then college is university. Yeah, it's just a difference in the UK naming system. And let's not forget, you Americans adopted English, but you're the ones who changed it, so this awkwardness, confusion is all on you. You don't even like display dates correctly. Like, you go month, day, year, there's so much wrong with that. Why not just do smallest, bigger, biggest, as in the day, the month, then year? That way, each time you go right, you're changing the number less frequently. The leftmost number is changed every day, then the number after that is changed only once a month, and the number after that is changed only once a year. It's such more of a better system, day, month, year. Why would you mention the month first? It's so confusing. I see release dates for films coming out, and they give us the American release date, so it'll be like 5th of the 4th. I think that they mean the 5th of April. What they actually meant was the 4th of May. And us British folks, we're actually competent at switching over dates and knowing what you Americans are talking about when you're talking about it, but you Americans, nah, switching the dates. It's too inconvenient for you, you need to have it your way, otherwise they're unreadable and too much confusion. I should not have talked to the American audience, that's just part of our British humour, that's part of our culture, to take the mickey out of Americans, even though we love you guys, really. You are literally like 90% of our economy. We import British television and film, and you guys eat it up. Like seriously, the British economy earns so much from selling Doctor Who to international countries, I kid you not. Oh, I lost a life. Oh dear, luckily that's what I have the extras for. I should probably just go now. My first job was QA insurance. I would test video game controllers to make sure that they were cosmetically alright, that they function correctly. So yeah, effectively a tester of video game controllers, which certainly isn't a bad job to kick off with. Normally most jobs are things like McDonald's and retail, but instead I went straight into QA assurance. Exactly, enjoy your childhood before taxes pop up, because they are not fun. Hey, you earn all this money, well we're going to take a bunch of it immediately before you even have the chance of thinking on what you're going to spend it on. It's like, this is a competition, you have won $1 million. Oh, too bad, 90% of that is tax, so you get 100 grand, which still, there's nothing to scoff at. But when you win $1 million, you kind of want the $1 million, not the $1 million minus the tax. You know, it's kind of like false advertisement that way. You don't actually win for the full $1 million. You're too busy paying tax on that $1 million. I am German, so I am not in that stuff. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. Germans too are also awesome. Especially Judas, ANSNRW. It's been a while since I've seen him on the streams, unfortunately, but he has been a huge supporter of the channel. And he has his own epic channel to run and manage. He has some legendary content on there, and I couldn't recommend it more to all of you. If you do go check out his channel, tell him I sent you. When you win $1 million, you get taken out, I think, 250k. Yep, something like that, because the taxing is insane on it. It's like even the lottery. You can win the lottery and still be taxed a huge percentage. Oh yeah, triple star in the bag, baby! And now we get to skip over the unnecessary deep stew by pressing the best button of a video game. Juice. What about Juice? I mean, Juice is good. And Luke seems to have a bot. I had better hide that on his channel. Hide the user on this channel. Boom, he's out of here. Get that bot out of here. And I'm talking about Luke's channel, not my own channel. Thank gods for that.
Welcome back to Woodborough, hero of Cloudbreak Islands. What can I do for you today?
Yes, stay awake. I think the only place where you don't lose money are casinos. Yeah, but that was just because you're putting your own money into it in the first place. So why would you be taxed on your own money? But, you know, I'm not a gambling man. I don't gamble, so I wouldn't know that experience regardless. That being said, let's head out for Motleyville, which this was one of the levels I played through with Luke, which is why we don't have that middle star yet, because he lost a couple of lives. And that is one of the middle star objectives for you. I'm mashing the skip button and just nothing is happening. It's ultimate depression. Welcome back, Star Strikers. I appreciate your support once again. And I'm sure even you appreciate for eye candy, aka Aloy, top right. Absolute raw awesomeness right there. Okay, let's double check these objectives. Okay, so no Scar is defeated, it's ticked off. It only becomes unticked off when you lose a life. So all of your objectives are ticked off, so all I need to do here is not lose a life and grab everything else, and we're basically sorted. Yeah, uppercut for the win. Yeah, luckily this time I'm not going for the level with Luke, so no lives lost will be a far more easier objective to attain, shall we say. What is your favourite drink, Ignite? Pepsi Max Cherry, purely because cherry is the greatest flavour, Pepsi Max is the greatest substance and experience. So if I were to pour any liquid down my gullet and guarantee absolute satisfaction, it would be Pepsi Max. Love how it tastes. Oh yeah, I'm a Pepsi man. Well, I say that, I'd rather actually, if it's not a diet version, I'd rather have a Coca-Cola over a Pepsi. It's specifically Pepsi Max Cherry that I prefer. Otherwise, I'll have a Coca-Cola just because a Coca-Cola with full sugar is so good. And that's purely because like 50% of it is sugar in the first place. And I love me some sugar, what can I say? It's not good for my teeth. Do I care? Not really, no. I mean, I'm British. British people aren't supposed to have good teeth. Name one British person you know who has straight teeth. In fact, Americans for projects will specifically hire English like actors or English models in order to get the like janky, unstraightened teeth. That's what they did for The Incredibles. They wanted to give the humans like an extra level of detail, so they wanted to make the teeth less straight. And so to model the animations, they actually got in like British individuals, so then the animators and artists could just stare into their mouths all day and see what an authentic British mouth looked like, give their characters British mouth syndrome. It was brilliant, truly. Pixar goes to those level of depths to create their films. I love that company, and I'm very much looking forward to Turning Red, releasing on Disney Plus tomorrow. And Mexican Coca-Cola is the best thing. You need to try it at least once. Well, if I ever visit Mexico, I'll be sure to do exactly that. Thanks for the advice there, my friend. I like KFC chicken. I mean, chicken is their speciality, so you kind of hope they were good at it, and that they are. I can say confidently that I too love myself a good old KFC. Okay, let's blow it up. Sweet. How about other objectives? Because I never actually checked those when I went into the pause screen earlier. We're missing a legendary treasure, a hat, a bonus mission map. I believe they're going to be mostly from elemental gates. 2, no doubt, because we're missing 2 areas haven't been discovered. And then the other one will be from the climb zone, because of course we were unable to do that as we didn't have any climb characters at the time. Spyro and Waterbuckler both have souls to be seeked out in levels that come after this one. Ironically though, you take out the boss battle as its own level, and for souls to be seeked out for both of those characters, the soul gems in which come one level after the other, like Twisty Tunnels and Boney Islands are one after the other, with only a boss fight in between, that of course being for Fire Viper. I'm Chucky and I'm your friend till the end. No, not for Chucky! Anything but for Chucky! Oh, don't you worry, Aiden. I kind of gathered it was a joke, given that Chucky is a piece of fiction. And come on, you can't be serious over a piece of fiction. That is the joke in of itself. So yeah, don't you worry, Aiden. We all gathered the fact that you were only joking right there. And it wasn't a bad joke neither.
He's heading over the bridge.
How is it going? It's going great, thanks for asking, Turbo Creamer, I appreciate it. So now, what other elemental gates didn't we do? We didn't do the water and air combinations because we didn't have a water swapper at the time. Did we do the fire one? Who was the first fire soul to seek out? Oh my god! The first fire soul to seek out in this game is Firecracken. You can't even unlock Smolder Dash before that point, unless you get lucky RNG with elements. So I assume we never got around to doing the Fire Gate. I mean, we might as well do it anyway. We might have done it already. I'm not entirely sure. But this gives me the perfect excuse to use Smolder Dash. And I love this character. It's my favourite of all 32, so... Or at least 32 characters introduced in this game. Why the heck not give myself a valid excuse to use her? So you might have done this already. Not entirely sure. You might have, you know... If it wasn't Firecracken, obviously it wasn't, he isn't until Twisty Tunnels, which is a level after this. So if we did access this previously, it would have been with this same character, ironically enough. Because say, when we unlock her depends on RNG elements of the gates in Woodborough, where her soul can be seeked, that is. My least favourite Skylander of all time is Blastamide. Boy, I hate his guts. I hate them so much. The worst thing about it too is that the character has such great potential. The moves are really unique to him, but they absolutely botched it in execution given how poor the range and the damage is. Oh, good for Luke. I'm glad he's winning games in Rocket League. Oh, and I'm falling off. I'm not quite having that same level of success, unfortunately. But no, it turns out we never did get to that hat previously, so I'm glad we could change that. I should probably stop getting hit now, as well as changing out for Undead. I will in a minute. I'm just having too much fun with Smolder Dash for now. Okay, so let's do an Undead magic combination. Let's do a little bit of Rattle Shadow. If you could change Supercharged Terrafin for another, which will it be? Either Flashwing, Scorp, or Prison Break. Out of those 3 solid choices. Maybe even Dynarang. Like, Donarang was a very fun character. Still is a very fun character. But overall though, I really like Sharkshooter Terraformism. He's a massive improvement over the original, in my personal opinion. And Drobot would have been in replace of Double Dare Trick Happy, which is a great character once more, so I'm glad we got Double Dare Trick Happy over a reinvention of Drobot. Plus, how do you reinvent Drobot? Like, the design is already perfect. If they revamped it, it would have just ruined it. I mean, like, a lot of the designs weren't broken, so why bother fixing them? For example, Pop Fizz. Pop Fizz, his supercharged form, despite being marketed as a revamp, was actually a huge downgrade. Like, the differences between the original Pop Fizz and Super Gulch Pop Fizz is probably the biggest, like, disparity of any original in comparison to their supercharged form. Okay, I should really, like, not die. That would be great. Kind of going for no lives lost and all that. So we're just going to speed through this. Can you use Drobot later? Again, I can't because he's not one of the 32 characters even introduced in this game. My apologies for stuff right there. We have a bot, that's just fucking great. Ah! That scream was 100% complete and entirely necessary. If not for that scream, I'd be as good as dead. Brown bread, as they say. BSA, I can't play as Drobot because he wasn't introduced in this game. I can only play as characters that were introduced in this game. So Swappers and Swap Force Cores, as those characters have soul gems in this game to be seeked out for soul seekers.
Skylanders of the magic element.
Any other stream I'd happily play as Drobot, given how good Drobot is, but unfortunately, my friends, this is not any other stream now, is it? So you don't need to worry about the speed gate. We definitely did that last time, given that Magna Charge would have been unlocked. We seeked out his soul in the very first level, for Pete's sake. Open sesame! Yeah, we don't even need to fight this guy, so we're just gonna grab the bomb and get out of here. I like that plan. You know, the plan where I don't die from raw stupidity. Raw and absolute stupidity is what would have been if I fought that guy and died, and I didn't do any of that, so yay me. Okay, let's be utilising this guy's cannon, and let's not break anything for once. I like this plan. I accidentally fell down again. I'm being stupid, and now I'm breaking things, which is even more stupid. Doing something incredibly stupid after doing something that was stupid in the first place. Not a good thing I'd recommend doing. I'd recommend being a little less stupid. Okay, let's blow it up. If my R2 button wants to trigger, that is. My trigger is triggering me! Ow, this is fine. This is what staring down the face of fine looks like. Hey Ignite, remember I asked you a question, it was an answered question. Well, if I answered the question, there's no need to ask the question again if you already know the answer. Lisa Jar Jar Binks! Welcome to the stream, Jar Jar Binks. My apologies, I absolutely butchered the impression of yours truly, but it is a massive honour to have you here. I'm a big Star Wars nut. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not a big Star Wars nut. I didn't really grow up with the films. I watched the films when I was younger, but I don't know, I never really got incredibly hooked and invested in that world. I'm just more of a passive viewer. You know, I'm not richly in love with the universe. I don't absorb every form of media. I haven't even watched the Book of Boba Fett yet. Not that I'm missing out on much, because I've not heard good things about that series. They should have just gave us another season of Mandalorian, because it seems as though a lot of people love that show, and once again, it's something I haven't watched yet. Due to my lack of interest in Star Wars, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, you guys have got to go simple as. Okay, cool. We got the shotgunner. We got that guy. I hate that guy, so worth it. Okay, watch out for shockwave there. Sweet. Do cookies and milk go good together? Well, yes. That's why it's a pretty iconic duo. That cookies and milk do in fact go very well together. Indeed, I love me some cookies and milk. I also love cookies and ice cream. Especially when you, like, make the cookies warm. Give us some warm cookie dough and ice cream. Yes, please. Anyway, let's be launching off again. Oh yeah, we get this epic grinding music of all sorts. Okay, watch out for bomb, which we did. Awesome. Favorite Skylander from each game: Igniter, Flashwing, Smolder Dash. Here's my favorite from Trap Team: Crypt King. I mean, Trap Team is really close. It's always like a three-way tie between Crypt King, Wildfire, and Nightlight. I don't know, I was a bit focused on the grinding section to speak quickly there. Superchargers is Hammer Slam Bowser, no doubt, and then Imaginators is Flare Wolf. So a lot of fire characters. You want to know my favourite swapper? It's Boomjet, and then my favourite core from Trap Team is Blades. So there you are, your question answered, my friend. Okay, let's do a combination of Life and Earth. Which I think a good one for that would be Rubble Driller. I mean, I suppose you could also do Stink Rouser, but nah. Blackout is many things. For best Scarlet is not one of them. Blackout isn't even top 100, mate. Blackout, you are so overhyping him. He is not nearly as good as you're making him out to be. Man, what is it with me and Slytherin today? And Stuified, I'd love for you to prove me wrong. I'd love for you to hand me solid gameplay proving why Blackout is the best character. But unfortunately, your solo run with your best and most favourite character kind of ended after the second level. So, yeah, you don't do your favourite character justice, I'm afraid. Oh, I love it so much, Stuified. It's part of the fun of these streams, but in all seriousness, I really respect the lad. He's a nice guy, so massive props to him. Wait, we can just skip this section, I forgot about that. What was your least favourite Scarder from all types? What, you mean elements? My least favourite Scarder per element? Well, there's Blastermind. Earth. Who's my least favourite? Earth. Hot take here, but it's probably Terrafin, the original. Either him or maybe Rubble Rouser. Which also, now that I think about it, is a hot take in of itself. Time for a water air combination. Let's go with Wash Jet. Then fire is Trailblazer. Water is... who might water be? We don't like the water element. There's got to be some character like the water element. Come on, just rack my brain and find it.
Skylanders of the water element are stronger in this zone.
I don't know, a lot of water characters are actually pretty good now that I think about it. And any water character I say is guaranteed to be a hot take because it's kind of like actually no, it's Fun Pack. 100% it is Fun Pack, which yes, I definitely... I knew from the get-go that my least favourite water would be a hot take. It was. Okay, then Tech. This is really something that made me think about, so congrats for that, I guess. Then Tech, my least favourite is Sprocket. My least favourite... actually, no, my least favourite Earth was Crusher. I don't know why I answered Terrafin beforehand. My least favourite Air is Warnado. Least favourite Life would be... Gorilla Driller is the first one that comes to mind, but outside of him, it could be... Super Shit Stealth Elf. I literally nickname her after how shit she is, so definitely my least favourite Life right there. Which is funny because Supercharger's characters are genuinely, like, quite good. Especially with revamps, they tend to be better than their originals. Not in Stealth Elf's case. Is there any elements I'm missing? I mean, my least favourite Dark is probably Nightmare. Hot take, again. Can I just talk with hot takes, like, ever? Then my least favourite light is going to be Aurora, no doubt. And I like Aurora. That just goes to show how good the light element is if Aurora is my least favourite. And I still like the character. Did I miss any elements? I don't know, I'm too busy concentrating on the video game to really care, in all honesty. This is funny, this glitch has made it so water is still the active element for the moment. Okay, watch out, let's not die. That's the whole point of going through this level again in the first place. Okay, let's bring out a little bit of stink buckler. Again, this is what we did last time, we do it again. I will prove you one day, Dark is supreme. Stir-fied, given your gameplay track record, I doubt that highly. You'll have to get someone who's good at the video game to prove to me how good the dark characters can be. And unfortunately, people who are good at the video game know that the dark characters aren't good. Which is why they don't play as the dark characters. Watch out for falling debris. Or Deborah. Deborah's an even better name for it. Watch out for Fallen Deborah. I hate the Fallen Deborah. Fallen Deborah always looks at me funny and it's so uncalled for. It's actually, this is making me quite emotional right now. Frickin' Deborah. Deborah? Nobody likes you. No, literally. Nobody likes you. And nobody cares if that hurts your feelings. Nobody cares. But for fools who pick no skill, pick tech or fire, I think you would find, like, all in all, Earth is a more overpowered element than fire. Like, a lot of fired characters need actual skill, unless you're Flameslinger. And Flameslinger is a fan favourite for many reasons. How good he is one of them. But he might be a good character. He's not difficult to master. Characters like Igknightthefire on the other hand. Who else can be a pretty tough fire character to master? Smolder Ash. She requires a lot of combos and concentration. Same with Rhino. Very high risk, high reward given how melee orientated he is. This is just a few examples of the sophistication of the best element Skylanders has to offer. The fire element, that is. Skylander debates. I mean, you came up with that idea, you coined it, it's yours, go for it. I hope it'll be a successful series. For me, I already have all the series I want to do, like, in the bag, and new series I have planned won't be starting up for a while, so I'm just going to stick with what I have. I'm content with my content with my content at the moment. Content with my content. Now that's funny right there. I mean, Igniter sucks, so it's a bad example of fire. Stir-fied could not be more wrong. After all, its opinion doesn't match up to mine, which makes it wrong by default. After all, that's how opinions work. I'm pretty sure he's joking though. I swear Stir-fied likes Igniter, or is he one of the few haters? I say few because there's definitely a stronger ratio of people who love Igniter to people who do not. As should rightfully be so, because Igknighther is so awesome and lovable and charming. I love that guy. Best Skylander ever made, hands down. No questions about it. I mean, it's all a freaking Igknighther for Pete's sake. Like, how do you get more perfect than the peak, the pinnacle, the absolute raw perfection of the entirety of the franchise? Well, you don't. That's why he's a perfection in the first place. Igknighther, he's just that good, man. He's so good. I love him. Jeez, it's almost like this guy's my favourite Skylander. If Jar Jar Binks was to fight you, it would be a very short fight because Jar Jar Binks is not a good fighter. He's very clumsy and therefore just very bad and not likeable as a character whatsoever. Oh, he ran away before he could take the big ass ninja star to face. That's unfortunate. Perfection is not boring. Sorry, but I can't see joy in him. Oh, Stir-fied is one of the foolish haters. Yeah, no, he just can't see joy in him because he is blind. That also, he just can't push the be good at video game button, and when you push the be good at video game button, Igniter's strategy and risk and reward type gameplay is actually fun because of a reward in the risk. But when you can't reach for reward because you're just not good enough at the video game, that's when, obviously, he's not a satisfactory character. That, my friends, is why I can't find the joy. I blame his terrible video gaming skills. Once again, I'm laughing for it was a joke. That's when you can tell I'm not being serious, when the laughter follows in suit. Jar Jar Binks killed Fronley, or Fronelli, or however it's pronounced. Point is, there was murder in the chat. There has been a murder. Oh dearie me. Okay, this guy is going down. Oh yeah, let's go. Got him. Gorilla Driller is very underrated, I know. Yeah, well, as always, your opinion is the same as mine, so therefore it was wrong by default, since, well, I don't think that Gorilla Driller is underrated. I think he's just like the perfect amount of rated. Anyway, let's be heading down the grinding section and then we'll swap out for an Earth character. Again, scary stuff is subjective, which is one of the risks you run when creating any sort of horror like media. Because the point of horror is to be scary, and because different people find different things scary, you can't guarantee scaring everyone with your quote-unquote scariness. Ooh, scary. So yeah, so long as you know and can accept that in like your creation of a horror project, then you should do well. The main thing is not taking like negativity too much to heart. You're always going to find people who hate stuff you make. Always. Like, no matter how good something is, there's going to be someone out there who doesn't like it. Watch out for the shock waves. Watch out for the shock waves. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I meant to swap out for an Earth character. What am I doing? Let's get a little bit of Doomblade in the house. What would you do if someone's in your house? Would you be scared? No! For trespassing, I would punch them, and it would hurt them a lot because I have a very strong punch. The only reason I would be scared is if they had a weapon. In which case, I would just go to my panic room, where they probably wouldn't be able to find me, and call the police. They can be here quickly, given that we have a police station right outside the house, like literally, it's down the road, so we could call the police, they just send someone from the station and be here in like 30 seconds flat. I would have no reason to be scared if someone entered my house whatsoever. But that's never going to happen because our house has this genius thing. It's called a lock. Makes it so that you can't actually get into the house without unlocking it. And no one, except the people who live in the house, have the keys to unlock it in the first place. I know, brilliant, brilliant invention. Do we have everything? Yeah. We do indeed. That's absolutely freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm not going to be scared of ridiculous scenarios that will never happen. And even then, you know, without a weapon, in a fist fight, I could beat most people. I am a black belt in kickboxing, for Pete's sake. Oh, Stuified, I really wish you were upstairs. I'm itching for a fight right now. My knuckles need dusting. To make a little reference to the Archaean Knuckle Duster, an enemy introduced in this level. Haha, I'm hilarious with my epic, unrivaled starter puns. You guys wish your starter puns were as awesome as mine. Ouch. Yeah, I kind of deserve to get hit for what I was saying right now. I totally jinxed it. That was cheap and rude. We're just gonna blow him up. He deserved it for that. Where do you buy Doomstone? I bought mine at a local retailer. I was very lucky. I know he's one of the rarer characters. Okay, watch out for Shock Dave. There are just so many fools I have to deal with. Oh, that guy's just flying off to who knows where. That guy went for a bit of a flying lesson. Wow, good grief. I've never seen someone fly. At least not like that. Oh boy, we seem to have yet another bot. Fun fact, Double Trouble is immune to the goo in this level. That is a fun fact, I did not know that. I suppose it's because doesn't his soul gem make it so he levitates over things such as water and all that, and I suppose the goop kind of counts as water in this game. Though I say that, any Skylander whose soul gem in previous games revolved around swimming were changed. So Double Trouble's soul gem ability was changed. I think it's something like increased stats like critical hit or armor. You know, so Stump Smash had his soul gem upgrade changed, Zap had his changed. You know, those are the examples from Spyro's Adventure. Huh. I need to play as Double Trouble on this level more. The fact that he does that he's immune to the goo is quite hilarious, if anything at all. But this guy is going down. I hope so anyway. I kind of really want this No Lives Lost objective. That way I won't need to worry about playing through this level again. And the point of grinding is that it's more effective if you only have to do it once. It's also more fun that way. The more grinding you do, the less fun it becomes. Why do you think people hate grinding so much? It gets repetitive and dull very quickly. Ow. That was very painful. I'm very much in pain. Got him! Oh boy, I'm getting hit some more now. That's not cool. Huh? What? Okay, boom, let's blow him up. Yes, he can consider himself out of here. Okay, we're gonna grab that. Sweet. Okay, let's hit him some more. Yes, we love to hit him some more. Oh boy, but I'm almost died, and that's the last thing I want. No! Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Right at the end of the level as well. Oh, I hate those fucking knuckle dusters. Well, there's Blast Blade. Blast Blade? I meant to say Doom Blade. There's Doom Blade to the death pool. Oh, that is just depressing on so many levels. I am depressed right now. If you looked into my face, you'd see nothing but raw disappointment. Massive Fs. I would restart the level, but basically I want to beat the level, head back to Woodborough. We can grind it out on an easy difficulty so long as we have it beaten on Nightmare mode, so might as well just stick to it, get that 3rd star objective at least. Boom, blow them up. And yeah, say return to it at a harder difficulty, or an easy difficulty even. There is no such thing as harder than Nightmare, but we'll do that at a future date all the same. Oh man, now I'm pissed. It's so annoying! And look, he had one last like round to go as well. I'll kill him after this final bomb. Oh, that's a nuisance. Oh, never mind, apparently he's 2 bombs away. So Doom does even less damage than Magna Charge, but he still would have been 2 bombs away regardless, given the amount of damage he has left. After that initial round, mind you. fucking knuckle dusters, boy do I hate him. I hate him so much. They got me in tears now. I hope you're happy, game, for screwing me over. Oh, wait a minute. Apparently we got the triple star anyway. So wait, if we got the triple star this time around, despite Skylanders being defeated, what was it we missed? Because I swear the first time round we got all the toy trains and enemy goals, so... Did the game just glitch or something? Does it not count as a Skylander being defeated if it's from the final boss fight? Because I can assure you, Skylander was defeated. And yet, we got the objective regardless. We'll take it, I'm not moaning! We also got all the ticks there, so triple stars. We never have to play this level in the story context ever again. Thank you! Like, if there ever was a god, this moment here has proved of its existence. I say it's because, of course, God could be a woman. I'm not going to rule that out. We are all equals here. And yes, this is the finest miracle in the history of this YouTube channel. One more, I'd love to do another level, but in 15 minutes we can't quite do that. So instead we're going to go through and do, well, we're first of all going to change the difficulty to hard. And then, only then, are we going to do those bonus mission maps. So we have Sleepy Turtles. And we might do one more depending on how our time will be looking after this.
Oh dear, Portal Master. The turtles have sleepwalked away from their...
Okay, let's bring turtles back to their nests. Do you have Wildstorm on Robo? I have every single in-game Skylander and variant, so as long as they count as in-game Skylander or slash variants, yes, I own them. The only characters I'm missing are a few trap sculpts and a few chase variants. I even own like every single magic item, including both Hand of Fates, all of the battle pieces. You know, I have a very large collection to say the least, and I'm very proud of it too. It took me years to get to that point, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, if someone offered me £1 million right now for the entirety of my Skylanders collection, I'd say no. If they offered me £1 million for Robo, I mean, it's £1 million and one single Robo. Sure, they can have my Robo for £1 million. Please, have my Robo. Just let me take your wallet. No big deal. I can get Robo back, like, sure, it'd be another £600, but £600 is like nothing in comparison to £1 million. But, yeah, otherwise, £1 million from the entirety of the Skylanders collection, based on its sentimental value. Hell to the no. Aiden, you ask me this every single time, and every single time I have said, why would you enjoy nightmares? Nightmares, by their definition and purpose, are not enjoyable. That is why it is a nightmare. So why you think I would even enjoy them in the first place makes the question even more dumb, and the fact you've asked it every single stream, seriously man, please, don't ask that question. Not that I ever have nightmares, because every single time I've asked this question, the answer has been the same, so why you think the answer would be different, I don't know, but I've told you every single time, I don't even have nightmares, they are very infrequent for me, so I don't even have much of a comment on that matter, and if I did have nightmares, boy, I would not enjoy them. Nightmares inherently are not enjoyable, hence why they are nightmares in the first place. But greetings, DJ. You're right in the midst of my rant here, DJ. I hope you're enjoying my rant, DJ. I'm just saying DJ so many times, so I hope it all catches on, that we can acknowledge the awesomeness that is DJ having just entered the stream, my friends. DJ being one of those friends. Oh yeah. What if someone made a spiritual success to Skylanders? Well, I'd play it, that's for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, there are games even made in a similar style to Skylanders, you know, action-adventure type games. Because sure, a spiritual successor isn't the same world, it isn't the same characters, but it does have, like, Skylanders at the heart of its inspiration. So I would take that more than nothing, and I would 100% play it. Okay, let's push you out of the way. Oh, we can't jump around that way. That's disappointing. Okay, let's speed. Fast and fast, quick and quick and all that. Okay, now we gotta push him to the nest. Oh yeah, dungeon crawler, you know, action adventure dungeon crawler-esque game. You know, at the end of the day, like, dungeon crawler has most of the same tropes as the action adventure genre. You know, at the end of the day, you're given hordes of enemies where you mash attack buttons in order to fight your way through using coordination in combat. You know, that is very much an action trope, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing essentially an action game. About a Diablo-style Skylanders game. Oh, I haven't played Diablo, but I am actually really interested by them. I've heard so many good things from my friends. Especially when I did a one-year gaming course, like, some of my friends from that were absolutely obsessed with the franchise, so it's definitely something I've had interest in for a while. When I have access to those games and I have the ability to play them, I will play them. Definitely something on my gaming list to keep my eyes out for. Pew pew! Oh yeah, we love the pew pew, alright. He hit me! That is so rude, man. So unbelievably rude. How dare you hit me? What twisted mind style do you need to have to think that that is comprehensible and okay? That is not an okay thing to do. I will emphasize this to the day I die. Diablo games overhyped in my opinion. Fair enough. You wouldn't hurt a dog, right? Like, why would I hurt a dog? Why would I hurt anyone for that matter? Do you know anything about me? Have you been watching the stream? I would like to think from the streams that you would gather that I'm a very compassionate person. I care for living beings. Why would someone who cares for living beings do something that is literally the opposite of caring by hitting them? Of course, I would never hit, I'd never hurt anything that is a living being. Like, I eat meat, sure. I don't exactly slaughter the animal, do I? Okay, here we go with serpent attack. Like, if I had to slaughter the animal to eat the meat afterwards, I wouldn't do it. That's what I have farmers for. I am buying a service. I am buying a service. Someone else has slaughtered that animal for me to give me peace of mind. Then again, I say that. That's why I have been having more vegan meals recently. Like, I'm not becoming a full-blown vegan, but it is nice for me to have a vegan meal here and there, especially since they can be incredibly healthy and taste delicious. Deliciousness. Oh, it seems as though Luke's stream is over. Mine won't be much longer for that matter. Or that matter even. Don't know where I got matter from there, so... Yeah, me and Luke, we could have been streaming buddies, we weren't, but at least we get to be streaming buddies in the end, I suppose. Yeah, serpent attack. Oh, this sand monster is going down, baby. Ow. No, that hit me first, apparently. Okay, sweet. We got his first wave all dealt with. What does it look like I'm doing, Mr. Announcer Guy? Bye-bye! Oh, I love doing that. It's just so satisfying. Okay, that didn't have the flute. That didn't have the flute. This is ironic. We're fighting a sand monster, which is a serpent with a flute. You know what serpent monster has a flute to fight enemies? Cobra Kadabra, a core that came from the very next game in this franchise. But what's funny though is that Trap Team and Assault Force would have been worked on in development simultaneously, so there's no way that like Toys of Bob could have used the same ideas as Vicarious Visions and all that. Like, sure, they had the same NPCs because the development teams would have still like had meetings to talk about elements that they were introducing in their games. But something as small as like a serpent monster that you put to sleep with a flute, I can't imagine that being part of like a meeting between Vicarious Visions and Toys for Bob. So naturally Toys for Bob created Cobra Cadabra, very similar to this here scenario. That so it could have been inspired, and it wouldn't have surprised me if it was inspired. Either way though, Cobra Cadabra is awesome, this bonus mission is awesome, so can you really moan? Nah, not really. Ow, let's not get hit. Like that plan, I like it a lot. Okay, I don't need to hit any more boxes because we already know where the flute is. Hello, King and Jared. Wow, you've all came right at the very end right here. This here bonus mission map, beginning of the end. At least for this stream, mind you, because yeah, we end off at the 2-hour mark, and as you can tell from the elapsed time, we are literally only 5 minutes away from said 2-hour mark. I really appreciate you guys stopping by regardless, though. Your support is much appreciated. Indeed, it is. Okay, let's put this guy to sleep once more. He's like Fluffy. Play him a little music and he'll just fall asleep. As in Fluffy from the first Harry Potter movie. Have a good night. We're not even close to night yet. It's like, have a good rest of your day. Yeah, Luke's stream just ended. It's a shame because I did want to play some Rocket League with him after the stream was done, but it seems as though he's packed up with all that.
Well done, Portal Master. Thanks to you, the Post Shark's airship is now free, and he can resume all of his deliveries.
Bonus mission completed. New record. Portal Master rank up.
Now that is one glorious way to end off the stream with a Portal Master rank up. Unfortunately, I have to press the circle button to go back to Woodborough. So that basically means that Doofus Rufus is kind of soured the perfect ending a little bit, but never mind. What you gonna do?
Welcome back to Woodborough, hero of Cloud.
How about a rogue like Skarner's game, like Hades, but instead of weapons we choose a Skarner per run? That would be epic. Pinata, just like go on your hands and knees and beg Microsoft to become a developer for the next Skarner's game, and then use that idea, because it is so epic. I'd love it. And I'd certainly play it. You're ending the stream. I am indeed. So as always, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. Your support, how much I appreciate it, just can't be expressed in words alone. And have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll be seeing you when the next stream arises. And until said moment, peace.